All
Good
right.
morning, everyone. Good
Good
morning,
morning.
wherever you are in Italy, or maybe in Spain, or maybe in France. We have students from all three countries now watching us. Welcome to this morning's Level 1 to 3 webinar. We hope you've had a good start to your weekend. So we should start by introducing ourselves, maybe. Shawn, do you want to start?
Yes. So for those of you guys who don't know me, both Danielle and I work at My English School Meravigli in Milan. I have been in Milan for 4 years now. I come from a small island near the Niagara Falls in New York. Okay. Let's see. What else is interesting about me? Um, Danielle, I don't know. There's nothing really interesting about me. How about you?
So as Shawn said, I'm Danielle and I'm Australian. And I have been in Milan for 18 months, so 1.5 years. And I've been a teacher at MyS for that whole period. Okay. And before I moved to Italy, I lived in London. And before that, I lived in New York. So my accent is a little bit strange. Okay.
Your accent is all over the place.
Basically, yes. Basically. Okay, guys, we want to make this as interactive as possible. So, Alfredo and whoever else is watching, send us a message. Okay. Write to us your questions, your answers, and your comments. Okay. And tell us your name and where you're from. All right. Alfredo's done that. He's telling us all about himself. But for our other watchers, tell us who you are. We want to know who you are. Okay. Shall we get
Excellent.
started?
Yeah. Let's get started. Just for those of you guys on the chat, when we say "How are you?" Okay, I see that Alfredo said, "I'm at home." Okay, "I'm at home" is more going to be the question of where are you? Okay, so what we want to remember our question words: who, what, where, when, why, how. Okay, so if we say, how are you? It's your mood, it's your feeling. Okay, so very good. Looking at Victoria.
Hi, Vittoria.
Excellent. Welcome back, Victoria.
Yeah, Vittoria,
I
you're
feel
a
like
great student.
Alfredo, yeah, Victoria and Alfredo are our champions.
Yes,
All
I
right.
think so.
It's a great Saturday. Um, Now, for example, Danielle, in in Milan, you probably have some friends, but you probably have an old friend from your hometown. Is that correct?
I do. Yes, in
Okay,
Australia.
excellent. And that person, do you talk to them often or no?
Yes, I talk to her often. I talk to her a lot.
And when did you meet her?
I met this friend at school, at high school. Okay, so I was 13. Mhm. Yeah.
And how did you guys meet?
So we met. We met at school. So we went to the same school when we were teenagers. Yeah. So that's how we became friends.
I'm asking them in the chat if they have a long time friend.
Yeah. Someone from a long time ago. Yeah. Someone who's very dear to you. Someone who's very important for you.
Very,
Hi,
very good,
Emanuela.
Emanuela.
Emanuela, Vittoria, Alfredo. Someone else watching, at least one more person. Okay, how about you, Shawn? I know you have friends in
Okay.
Italy, but do you have a friend from maybe in America when you were a child?
Yes, I do. I have most of my friends. I I have one friend that I knew since I was 3 years old. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then most of my other good friends are when I was a time around 13.
Mm-hmm.
But also, too, for example, your town, Danielle, is it a small town or a pretty big city?
I'm from a city, and my city is
Okay.
about the same size as Milan.
Oh,
So
so
it's
you're a city girl.
yeah, I'm a city girl, definitely.
That's why you live in New York and Milan. Wow.
And how big is your town,
It's
Shawn?
small. It's like a village. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's tiny. And so what's interesting is even, for example, you and I, guys, we can come from very different environments, very different places, but still have long time friends.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, Alfredo, you bring up a really nice point. You
Yeah.
say it's impossible to meet friends. Now, let's talk a little bit about meet and see, because there are two different things, right,
Mhm.
Danielle?
Yes, they are. Yeah. So
Okay.
to
So
meet. Mhm.
you say it and I'll write it.
Okay. So to meet friends is when you physically have to be together. Okay. If you meet someone, it means you make a plan. Okay. You decide to be in the same place. All right. So
Like meet
maybe,
up. A
yeah.
lot of times we use let's meet up tonight.
Mhm.
Okay. So Alfredo, we might say meet up with friends. So that's a physical get together.
Yeah.
But also meet is kind of like, for example, Danielle, when you and I first saw each other, we met.
Yes. So it's the first time. Okay. If you meet someone, it can be the first time that you see each other. Okay. So, for example, I met, which is the past, I met my friend at school, right? The first time we saw each other. But to see, if you talk about you see your friends, that's after the first time, right? So I meet my friend at school for the first time. Now we see each other every year in Australia. Okay. So to see your friends happens afterwards.
It's almost like, could we say, like frequenting the same people is to see. Like tonight, we will see each other out.
Yeah, Alfredo. Yeah, you're right. It's correct to say meet friends. Yeah. All right. Now it's hard to meet or to make new friends, maybe.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Where if it could be, for example, for us, we meet on the webinar and we see each other. So this is how we hang out, or this is how we relax with each other. Okay.
Okay. All right. So today we've had a good introduction to talking about what we call best friends. Okay,
Mhm.
best friends. So, in some detail, we're going to describe people. All right. Look at the words we use to describe people. I'm going to talk about activities we do with friends. And then we describe the perfect friend.
So
Right.
BF, BFF, or BFFFFFFFF.
Yeah, exactly. But your best friend, so we use this phrase quite often, your best friend. So this is the person, like Shawn and I were talking about. It's your friend that you're closest to. Okay. It's
Yeah,
usually an old friend. All right. But it's the person, your friend that is most important to you.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, Shawn, who is your best friend? And can you
Okay.
introduce them to the class?
Yes. So, for example, I have lots of friends, but I would say my best friend is my brother. Okay.
Oh, mm-hmm.
Um, My best friend is my brother. His name is Ian. He is studying for his doctorate in statistics. He is from Rochester, New York, or my house, and he is 31 years old.
Very good. And how often do you see Ian? Every year?
Now, so my brother had me download House Party, so I see him very often.
Okay. A lot.
Use House Party or no?
Yeah. Yeah, I've used it a few times. Okay, very good. Guys, write to us about your best friend. Okay? So, what is his or her name? What's his or her job? Where are they from? And how old are they? Okay? So, for me,
I'm going to write some examples so that they can maybe copy and introduce their friends as well.
Tell us about your friends. So while Shawn's writing, I'll tell you about my best friends.
Perfect.
I have lots of friends, and I have lots of very close friends. But my best friend, her name is Melissa. She's a marine scientist. She's from Perth in Australia, like me, and she's 36. Okay. Victoria's got a good example.
Yeah, clicking on that now. My best friend is Lena. She is a theater manager. Fantastic, Victoria. Very nice.
Perfect. Excellent. Okay, anyone else? Here we go. Victoria. Very good. That's just one thing with this. Victoria, I think you were in my webinar maybe a few days ago, maybe on Monday, where we spoke about people's features. So this is very good, except for your hair. Do you remember your hair? For your hair, it's singular. Okay. Oh, no, sorry, you've got that. So for third person, for she, we say has.
Excellent. Look at that.
Perfect. Victoria, well done. Excellent. Very impressed.
Very good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alfredo, great. Very good. Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent, guys. Mm-hmm. Keep sending us. Mm-hmm.
I have a question for you, Danielle. When we talk about, for example, personality or characteristics. So, for example, personality, and guys, you can share with us too, because each one, okay, when we talk about personality, we want to talk about like emotion, right? Mm-hmm. So the personality would be happy, outgoing, positive.
Yeah. Describes them inside, okay? Not their physical appearance, but they're about them inside. All right. Things in their their personality and their character. Okay, Victoria.
Because sometimes I feel like we might confuse characteristics and character.
Mm-hmm. Right. So when you talk about things inside, like Shawn said, emotions. What verb do we use, Shawn, for those things? So, for example, outgoing, like what Shawn's written, outgoing, positive, happy, sad. Yeah, we use is. Okay. And then when you describe people's physical appearance, sometimes it's to be, and sometimes it's to have. Okay. So it changes for those. So, for example, like Victoria's example, she has blonde hair and green eyes. All right. So that's
very
to
good
have.
Example.
Yeah. But some other ones we use to be. So for example.
Like, for example, age and height to be, hair and eyes to have.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Welcome, Annalisa. And Victoria comes back, describing her more. She is funny, outgoing, and honest. Excellent.
Perfect. Well done. Alfredo. Annalisa, welcome back. You were with us last night as well. Excellent. Perfect. Alfredo, well done. Emanuela's got a great example of her friend Erica. Perfect. You guys don't need us. You're all doing this perfectly.
I like it.
Yeah,
you make my life so easy.
Okay, and Vittoria's friend's 54. All right. Now, here we have some examples of qualities or characteristics. All right. Shawn, can you read these for us?
Of course. I'll read the first column. I have tall, fat, funny, honest, loud, patient, and hardworking.
Okay, and the other column is thin, lazy, short, dishonest, impatient, quiet, boring. All right.
And real quick, Victoria, you were correct with the first one. Age is, okay?
Yeah, it's different to Italian. Okay, so here we have some qualities. All right, so we use these words to describe people. All right, some examples of ways to describe people. So these are adjectives. Yeah, the descriptive words, the describing words. Now, you need to match the opposites. Okay, some of them might be new, but just try.
Annalisa's got it. She's thinking ahead. All right.
Well done. First one, short, tall, and short.
Very good. But Victoria just wants everyone to know that her friend is not tall. Okay.
Alfredo, so you're describing your friend. He's 60 years old and he has short hair. Yeah, so the way we've written it underneath, short hair. And so at the end of and is A-N-D. All right, you need a D at the end. Yep, Annalisa's going.
Annalisa is awake this morning. She is on fire.
Funny. What's the opposite of funny? Maybe some of these words are new to you, but after we do this exercise, we'll describe them. We will discuss them. Shawn, were you going to say something? I think I cut you off before.
No, you never cut me off. I don't remember.
Okay.
Okay, now Annalisa, if you talk about this, I'm not fat, I'm a little thin, okay? Because actually what you just used, Annalisa, very good, is a small quantifier to tell us how much of something you are. Okay, so I'm a little thin. Okay. Okay, so now Victoria, remember what Danielle told you, that if it's hair, it's always going to be singular. So
how would we say that? So not hairs, hair. So it's one of something. Yeah, so we use is. Yeah.
Okay.
Alfredo,
and this is great.
Yeah,
this is great.
To have no hair. Yeah, if you have no hair.
What do we call a person with no hair?
Yeah, there's a word for it. It's an adjective. Anyone know? It's bald. Okay, it's a
Put
strange
it
word.
on there right now.
Right. Bald. Right.
Excellent.
Okay, what about the next one? Funny. What's the opposite? I think this is a bit hard. Funny is a bit difficult to find the opposite.
Because this is where I think we have to describe whenever something's funny, it means we're laughing, we're having a good time, like ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you're having a really good time, like, Danielle and I, we have fun together. Okay. And Danielle is funny. Okay. So Danielle is funny. She makes me laugh. Okay.
I think it's the opposite, but yeah. So
It's
yeah,
only an example, Danielle. It's only an example.
so if something makes you laugh, it's funny. Okay, maybe a movie is funny. Yeah, well done, guys. Excellent. Funny, and yeah, boring. Right. They're not
Just to help
exact.
them.
Yep, go.
No, I was just gonna say, and just to help you guys with the sound of it, because sometimes we ask laugh, how does it sound? Laugh, okay? So that's how you spell laugh for you guys. And sometimes, Danielle?
Funny and boring. They're not exact opposites. All right. They're not the same thing. They're a long way from each other. Okay.
Yeah.
But like fat and thin, they are opposites, true opposites. Tall and short, true, definitely opposites. Funny and boring, they're very different. Okay. What about honest? And see how it's written with an H, with an aka at the start. We don't say it, it's silent. Okay. That's very similar to the Italian word, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Honest. Yeah.
And
honest.
it has the same pronunciation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So just so that you guys know the definition, honest is someone who tells the truth. Okay.
So what's the opposite?
I think they got this one.
Yeah, I think you do as well. I think you know this. Yeah. Dishonest. Okay. So the dis makes it the opposite. Okay. Next one. Loud. All right. So again, listen to the pronunciation. It's one syllable, one sound. Loud. What's the opposite of that? This is a true opposite.
Ah.
Okay. You can describe a person, but it can also describe a room, all right? It can describe things in general as well as a person. What do you think? Loud and... yeah, shh. Loud and quiet. Okay. So quiet, this word here, it can mean when there's no noise. So for example, in this room of my apartment, it is quiet. There's only me talking, right? It's quiet. But also a person can be quiet. So a person that doesn't talk very much or talks like this when they do talk, they're quiet. All right. Okay. Yeah, Annalisa, well done. What about the next one? This is similar to the Italian word as well. Guys, as you keep learning English, for the Italians that are watching, there are lots of similarities between Italian words and English words. There are lots and lots, okay? Which is good for you and it's good for us when we speak Italian.
Exactly. It helps everybody.
Yeah.
So see how, for example, we have dis and un and im are different ways to help us say the negative form of something. So disrespect, unusual. So if we have patient, what would be the negative?
Okay, it's impatient. It's the opposite.
Impatient. And before we go a little bit further, Danielle, oftentimes I wouldn't necessarily describe someone as quiet. We do in the common world But for example, I mostly would call someone maybe not tranquil, Victoria. You're getting close. You can say timid or shy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I noticed that I use shy much, much more than I use quiet.
Okay. Yeah. I use both. But yeah, shy
Oh,
is a good one to
that's
remember.
because you are a well-traveled woman. Uh-huh.
But yeah, shy is a good one to remember. That's a good adjective to
Mhm.
describe people. So
And for all
guys,
you guys that are talking about tranquil and calm, think about tranquil and calm always to be more like peaceful. Okay, so it's people that are very, very relaxed, calm, tranquil, relaxed.
mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. They're good suggestions though that you guys have come up with. Okay, they're all on the
Yeah.
same lines. Yeah. So the last one, hardworking and lazy. Okay. So hardworking, someone that works a lot, studies a lot. They're very active. They're always like busy, physically doing the right thing. Lazy, maybe someone who sits on the couch all day and watches TV. Okay.
Yeah.
All of us at the moment are probably a bit lazy because we can't do anything else. Yeah.
Okay, and Annalisa says that shy isn't, in her opinion, shy isn't synonymous of quiet.
Yeah, maybe because quiet, sometimes people don't talk very much, but they're not shy. Yeah, maybe they just don't like to talk. So yeah, they can be a little bit different.
What would
Yeah.
we say? Soft spoken?
Yeah, or reserved. You say
Oh,
reserved.
reserved.
Yeah, someone who's quiet can be reserved. Yeah, they don't talk a lot. Mm-hmm. Okay, guys, let's go on to some more. Oh, here we go. Now you have to describe your best friend. All right. So my best friend is. So this is positive. Okay. Say how you give an adjective to describe your best friend. My best friend isn't. So this is saying it's not true. Okay. And then you put the adjective after it. So, for example, my best friend is tall, right? It's true, she's tall. My best friend isn't, she isn't lazy, right? So she's not lazy. Can you describe Ian, Shawn?
Yes, Ian is very, very lazy, but he isn't impatient.
Okay, guys, tell us about your best friend. Right, we've got some of their names that you told us and some things. Now describe them. I think someone said one of their best friends was outgoing. Someone described one of their best friends towards the beginning. Where are we? But guys, tell us some qualities, some of your friends' qualities. We want to know who they are. Okay.
What about you for your best friend from Perth? She is?
She's tall.
Mhm.
And she isn't lazy. Okay. You can use some other adjectives, guys. All right. You probably know some other adjectives. So tell us,
Yeah.
you can use some others. I can do some. I'll write some about my best friend. Alfredo.
I like it. Alfredo's great. He talks about Johnny in such a good way. My best friend is funny, but he isn't tall. My best friend's bald. He has no hair.
This is my best friend. She's creative, right? If you're creative, you make things, all right? Maybe you draw, maybe you paint, maybe you cook, all right? She's very creative and she isn't shy, all right? She's not reserved. Anyone else, guys? Tell us about your best friend. We want to know what they're like. Maybe let's go on, and then when your comments come in, we can go back to them. Okay, Shawn, do you want to read this for us and talk about what we do with our friends?
So what do you do? What do you usually do with your best friend? So examples, we can talk about, we usually go to the cinema on Fridays, or we never go to the pub. So now, guys, what we can do is we can add some adverbs of frequency, usually, often, sometimes, never, at the weekend, once a month, every Saturday, on my birthday. Okay, and we can make nice sentences talking about the activities we do with our best friend. Okay.
Yeah. So here we've got some other, so here, for example, there's 3 spaces. So here we have the frequency, okay? And these are the options. So usually, sometimes, always, never, okay? Here we've got the activity. Here are some other activities. Go shopping, go to the cinema, play football or travel. And then when, okay, the time. At the weekend, once a month. So one time every month. Every Saturday on my birthday. All right. Should we look at these? What do these mean? These are some words you see all the time in English. We use them a lot. Okay, so these describe the frequency that you do something, how often you do something. So if you do something every time, okay, we use always. If you do something not every time, but most of the time, usually. If you do something not usually, less than usually, sometimes. And then if it's not once, not ever is never. All right. These are really good words for you guys to remember and practice.
Yeah. And they're doing some really nice examples. I usually go to the cinema or to the restaurant every Saturday. Okay.
Perfect.
Good job.
Not
Victoria.
at the moment. Usually, because at the moment you can't go.
This is life before, Danielle. Life before. All right. All right. Now, Alfredo, you say we often go, and because scuba diving is an activity, takeaway 2, we often go scuba diving at the weekend. We never go shopping. Very good.
Scuba diving is much more exciting than shopping.
Potato, potato.
Very good, Annalisa.
And Lisa, we usually meet at the pub.
Yeah. Okay. Guys, we know the little words, so the little prepositions at, to, in, on, they're very different in Italian and English, and they're very confusing, and it takes lots of practice. All right. So don't worry about getting these wrong. All right. As you go up through the levels, you'll have lots of practice on them. All right. And for us, it's just as hard learning them in Italian because they're not the same at all. They're totally different for some reason. Yeah, Annalisa, well done. At the pub, at the weekend. Perfect. Okay, Vittoria's got a good example. Yeah. Just remember what Shawn said about the activity. So if you have an activity, you don't need to. You don't need it. So at the weekend, sometimes we go sightseeing. Okay, don't need to. Very good. You guys have got some great sentences.
I think it's too much at. No, don't worry, Annalisa. You can't have too much at. Okay. My friends and I go shopping. Okay, go shopping.
Yeah. We like going shopping. Perfect. That's perfect. We like. After we like. Have the ing version. Like going shopping. Alfredo sometimes goes to the bar on a Saturday morning. Yeah. Annalisa's doing an elbow cough. It's become a thing now, hasn't it? Everyone has to elbow cough.
I think it's a monkey. I looked at the emojis. The emoji is a monkey for the elbow cough.
I didn't know there was an emoji for an elbow cough. Okay, I have to find that.
Yeah, these are all like, because I went on the Android version on the cell phone and I saw all of it, because when you click on the emoji, it turns it into these strange words.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to check that out afterwards. All right, well done, guys. You've got some great examples.
Okay. So just to help you guys, go plus activity. Example, go shopping, go fishing. You do not need to. Okay. And then Alfredo also asks, and sometimes on Saturday morning.
Okay, guys, well done. Let's go on. If you send your comments, we can come back to them. Now we're going to talk about whether your best friend and you like the same things. All right, so the same, do we know what same means? Same means identical, okay? So if you like the same things, you like identical things. For example, I like the beach, all right? I love the beach. And my best friend, Melissa, she likes the beach as well. So we both like the same thing, all right? Yeah, Vittoria.
So you like.
Good, Vittoria. Only I would say on my birthday, I celebrate with 6 or 8 of my friends. Or you can just say 6 or 8 friends. All right. On my birthday, I celebrate with 6 or 8 friends. It's perfect. Okay, Emanuela.
Emanuela. I usually go to Erica's house and drink coffee together, but never go to the club. Good job, Emanuela. You and Erica stay home.
Yeah, and drink coffee. Yeah, that's much safer. Alfredo.
Okay.
What do we, guys, after I like, what type of word must come after that? So, for example, I like the beach and I like running. All right, it's 2 different things. So, what type of words are they? So, if you have the beach, if it's a thing, all right, a noun. I like the beach. I like coffee. Okay. Or if it's a verb, we have ing. I like running. I like swimming. I like drinking wine. Okay.
Okay, so looking, Annalisa, how about you correct yourself? Do you like the same drink? Yes, we like beer. So you can say we like beer, or if you want to focus on the activity, we like. Drum roll.
Might take a while because there's a bit of a lag, hey?
No, there's no lag. Danielle, you and I are streamlining.
So, okay, Victoria.
Excellent, see?
Oh, perfect. Yeah, excellent. Victoria's got a good example. We like books and the beach, but she reads on the beach. And I think that's a typo because I think I like swimming. Yeah, perfect. Excellent.
Very good. So we all like to sunbathe. Or in Australia, do you guys say sunbathing?
We say sunbake.
Sunbaking?
But in Australia, we don't sunbake because there's a hole in the ozone layer and everyone gets sunburnt very easily. So it's not cool. No, it's not cool to sunbake in Australia. No. But yeah, we say sunbake.
Do you ever use tan or no?
No, we don't use tan. Not for the
Because in America, we're all about tanning.
Yeah, you guys are grilling, you're tanning.
Yeah.
I always think about grilling, like grilling.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We're grilling, we're tanning, we're having a stakeout. It's fantastic. Okay. So Alfredo, we would say, do you like the same types of books? Probably.
Yeah. And then I like reading fantasy books. Yeah. It's good, Alfredo. So you've written fantasy books. So in English, everyone, the adjective, the describing word goes before the noun. Okay? So fantasy books, a tall girl, a red car. All right. Okay, guys.
Look at that, Danielle. Annalise has got a new sunbake. Would you say it's an adjective or a verb?
It's a verb.
Or is it both?
It's a verb, yeah. It's a verb, so it's an action. It's an activity.
We can get sunbaked. Today we're sunbaking.
Sunbaking, yeah.
Excellent, guys.
Okay, so you talked about some things that you and your friends like. What about if you like the same sort of places or hobbies or TV shows, movies, music, if you both like the same things like this, you can say you have the same taste, all right? So you like, what else? You like the same clothes, you like the same music, you like the same books, all right? In those situations, you have the same taste in something, all right? So tell us if you have the same taste in something with your friend, with your best friend. Okay. What about you and
For
Ian?
example, my brother and I have different tastes in places to live. Okay. My brother prefers to live by the beach, where I prefer living in a city.
Okay. What else? So my best friend, Melissa, and I, we don't have the same taste in clothes. Okay. She likes to wear very casual clothes and I like more, I don't know.
Do it fashionable.
Yeah,
fancy.
maybe fashionable clothes, where she's very casual. Okay, Victoria's got a good example. We have the same taste in films. Yep. We like the same travel. Maybe we like the same holidays. Yeah, perfect. You corrected yourself. Excellent. Yeah. Okay, what else? Anything else, guys? You have the same taste in?
It could be also like cuisine. So we have the same taste in food. So we both like Chinese restaurants, or we both like Indian restaurants. Okay.
Don't like the same television programs. Yep. Guys, you know, instead of television, you can just do the short version. Okay. You can just do TV, right? But you got to watch the pronunciation because in English it's TV, all right? But just say that. I never say television. Do you say television, Shawn?
I say TV.
Yeah, I think it's easier. Everyone says it, so.
And Annalise is asking me where my brother lives. Where does your brother live? My brother lives in Arkansas, but he did not choose Arkansas because if you know Arkansas, it's in the middle of nowhere. Okay.
Why does he live in Arkansas?
He lives in Arkansas to actually finish his doctorate program.
Of course. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Alfredo's got a good. Yeah, nearly.
And maybe when we're using a general question, do you have the same taste in cities? Okay. No, we don't have the same taste in the city. I like big cities. He likes the countryside, Alfredo.
Yeah, but well done. It was good. It's a big, long, chunky text.
It was a big, juicy one.
I like this, Victoria. Yeah. So you like the same restaurants, you have the same taste in restaurants, but you don't have the same taste in food. So when you go to the same restaurant, you order different things.
That's perfect because nobody wants to try your food and you can eat all of it.
So my best friends, when we eat together at restaurants, we always order, I order something, she orders something, we eat half, I eat some, and then we switch and we always finish each other's food.
That's a good idea though, because you kind of save money that way. Huh?
Yeah, and you get to taste, you get to try everything.
Exactly. It's like, okay, you order a second, I'll order a first, and then we'll switch.
Yeah. Okay, guys, keep telling us about anything else. But we're coming to the end of our 50 minutes. So let's go back and look at what we've spoken about. Okay.
You guys have done a really good job.
Yeah,
great participation,
really
guys.
Yeah, you've done really well. So we've talked about our best friend. Okay, so you remembered we used to be, so is for age, and also their qualities. So these things here, okay, all of these adjectives to describe their personality and their character. We've talked about the activities you do with them. Okay, remember these words. These are these important words, all right, that say the frequency that you do them. Now we've talked about the same things that you like or dislike and your tastes, okay, things that you have the same or different tastes in.
Excellent. So you guys both did a very good job, Alfredo and Victoria and Lisa. Okay, everyone else that stayed with us, very good job. And Alfredo, nice one. Yes, we have the same taste in rum, and we usually drink Cuban rum.
Yeah.
What a way. What a good way. What a good Saturday morning start with some Cuban rum.
Okay, guys. Well, thanks so much once again. You all did a great job. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you, guys.
See you guys.
Have
Bye.
a great day.